Some people build a business that makes really good money and sometimes even full-time income, and then other people just quit. It takes longer than they thought it would, and then they get impatient. Their products don't sell right away. The income doesn't grow as quickly as they hoped. And so, of course, they feel discouraged and wonder if this is even going to work. So I want to talk about that today, what actually grows a business over the long term, and why the beginning stages are so hard for so many people.
Hey, teacher friend. Welcome to Online Business for Teachers, the podcast for educators who are tired of being tired and wondering if there's more out there. Are you up late Googling online jobs for teachers or how to make extra money from home? Do you dream about starting a business, working from home, or finally getting paid for the resources you've already created without adding more stress to your plate? I'm Monica Lopez, a former teacher who was burnt out, overwhelmed, and secretly searching for a way out. I wanted more time with my kids, the freedom to work from home, and a way to make money doing something I actually enjoyed. That's when I discovered the simplest path, creating and selling my own teacher resources, using the skills I already had. Now, I help teachers like you turn your ideas into income with step-by-step guidance, real talk about finding time to grow your business, and the mindset shifts that help you believe it's actually possible. So close those lesson plans and grab your favorite drink. It is your turn now.
One thing that I always suggest to teachers who are starting a business is don't go into it with the mindset that it's going to help you quit your job right away. Now, could that happen someday? Absolutely. But when you go into it thinking that your brand new business needs to replace your teaching income as quickly as possible, you end up putting way too much pressure on yourself and on your business, because a brand new business is not ready to carry that kind of pressure yet. The way I think about it is a new business is like a baby, like a newborn baby. You just had this baby and this baby needs everything from you. When a baby is brand new, it needs your attention all the time. You have to feed it. You have to care for it. You have to give it your time and your energy. And it gives you very little back at the beginning. Your business is the exact same way. When your business is in that baby stage, you have to give it a lot of attention so that it can survive and grow. And one of the biggest things that you have to give it is time. Many TPT sellers quit at the baby stage because they realize that they are giving their business more than they are actually receiving from it. They're spending time creating resources, they're learning new tools, and they're figuring things out, but the sales aren't coming in the way they expected yet. So they start to wonder if it's even worth it. And y'all, the truth is that building a business takes time and it takes a lot of energy. And I can tell you that TPT is easy to grow if you have the right processes in place, and if you have your niche, and if you create resources that teachers are actually looking for. There are strategies that you can use to grow your business quicker, but just don't go into your business thinking this is what is going to get me out of teaching next year. Okay? Because it's just probably not. Because at the beginning of your business, there are a lot of things that you have to learn. You have to learn how to create the resources, and that might mean learning tools like PowerPoint or Canva. You have to learn how to position the elements on your documents in a way that looks engaging and organized. You have to learn how to write passages or create math problems or design activities or games that teachers can actually use in their classrooms. You also have to learn how to package those resources in a way that makes sense for teachers, and then you have to learn how to list them in a way that clearly shows teachers that your resource is going to solve their problem. All of this is already a lot. And guess what, guys? This is just the beginning. Once you start learning how to create and list your products, the next stage of your business is learning how to promote them. That might mean learning how to start an email list or writing blog posts or starting a podcast or figuring out other ways to get your products in front of teachers who actually need them. Some people also start thinking about maybe diversifying their income. Maybe they want to sell on their own website, or maybe they want to create a membership, or maybe they want to create courses. Once you get started in business, the possibilities are actually endless. It really just depends on the direction that you want your business to go. Some people decide that they want to stay on TPT and just keep creating products for a very long time, and that's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But one thing to understand is that when you're only selling on TPT, you are still at the mercy of the platform. You don't own that platform. So you will always need to keep learning things like SEO and how the algorithm works and how to keep your products visible as the market shifts. Another option that can help your business grow long term is diversification. For example, you might decide to start selling your products on your own website. Now, that comes with a whole new set of things to learn. You have to learn how to navigate a website, how to list your products there, how to bring traffic to that website, how to make those sales happen outside of TPT. But again, those are just skills that you have to learn over time. If I had to simplify what actually grows a business long term, I would say this: time and energy are the biggest factors. At the beginning, your business is going to require more time and more energy than it gives back to you, just like a baby. But eventually, your business will grow and it'll move into more of a toddler stage. In the toddler stage, your business starts doing some things a little more independently. Maybe you start making some consistent sales. Maybe money starts coming in, but it still needs you. You still need to feed it. You still need to care for it, and you still need to give it your time and your energy, but it's starting to grow. Now, you can shorten the time it takes for your business to grow. Yes, you can, but that usually means that you have to put in more energy. For example, maybe you're not just working on your business on Saturday mornings. Maybe you work after school and Sundays too if you want to grow faster. Another way to shorten the timeline is by investing money. You might invest in things like Facebook ads or Pinterest promotion. You might hire help. You might invest in coaching. Those things can help your business grow faster because your resources are being seen in more places, or because you're paying someone to help you learn the processes faster than if you were learning them on your own. But even then, you still have to learn how those things work. One of the biggest mistakes that I see teachers make is trying to do everything at once. They're trying to create products, start an email list, start a blog, post on Pinterest, and promote their store all at the same time. But if you only have 10 resources in your store, there isn't really much to promote yet. So you end up spreading yourself too thin. Instead, what you really want to do at the very beginning is to focus on creating enough resources so that your store is actually stocked. I actually had someone email me just the other day saying, "Hey, I love your resources. I just have no idea where to start." And then she told me what she needed help with. Now, this is an amazing problem to have because it means that I have enough resources in my store that I could point people toward exactly what they need. And depending on the time of the year, that recommendation might change. What I recommend in the fall might be different from what I recommend in the spring, especially because I work in a tested subject area. So I have to think about what teachers actually need at each specific time of the year. And that's only possible when your store has enough resources in it. So if you are building your teacher business right now and it feels like it's taking longer than you expected, first of all, that's normal. Your business is still a baby. Let it be a baby. Give it the time that it needs, give it the energy that it needs, and keep learning the skills that will help it grow, because eventually that baby grows up and one day your business might actually start taking care of you. All right. I hope that this episode helped you or encouraged you in some way, especially if you're in the stage where you're building your teacher business and it feels like it's taking longer than you thought it would, because that's the stage where we start wondering if our products are good enough or if we should even keep going. Know that most businesses just take time to grow. At the beginning, your business is a baby. It needs your time, your energy, and a whole lot of attention before it can really start doing anything on its own. And that stage can be frustrating because you're putting in a lot of effort and sometimes you're not seeing the results yet. So if you're building your teacher business right now, focus on creating resources that really help teachers and keep learning the skills that you need and give your business the time and the energy it needs to grow. And if this episode was helpful to you, I would love it if you share it with another teacher who might be thinking about starting a business or who is in those early stages right now. Thank you so much for listening today, and I will see you next week.
Hey, teacher friend, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If this show is helping you dream a little bigger, would you take 30 seconds to leave a quick review? It means the world to me, and it helps more teachers find their way to this podcast. I'll meet you back here next week. Take care and keep dreaming bigger.